Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Oh. 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 One sec. Okay, sorry. Hi. New model? No. This is a new PNG I just made recently. Yeah. Hello. Hi. PNG Sena. Yes. Just made a PNG. Specifically for this stream. It might even be a one-off. Hi, how are you? How you doing? How you doing? Back to my room. Yes. But let's be honest, the PNG was never moving back in the day, correct? So, alright, let me move this mic closer. Oops, sorry. Thick. Yes. I'm not your average VTuber. I can't beat pencils. Thick. Yeah. How my mama made me. So now we are here at the stream. What do you think? Pretty tranquil, pretty peaceful. What'd you think? Good, Mom. So comfy today. Yeah, and you know what? It all worked out after the day I've had. I just need something comfy. Nature ASMR, comfy. I like it. Good, I'm glad you like it. Welcome in, guys. Let's all huddle in under the cave here and enjoy the ambient light and the sound of nature. A little bit of the waterfall streaming over the top. It's real nice. There's some places like this that I've been to, and let me tell you, it's a lot more tranquil and serene and beautiful than any big attraction I've been to yet. Sounds magical. It is magical. I will say, when I say touch grass, I really mean touch grass. Go out into nature. Not like, oh, you need to go and meet people. No, you could still be antisocial. Just, you know, touch grass. Really like a real life fairy world. You know what, I will say, much of the East Coast looks like this. I mean, I feel like I could find this in just about any town that has water running and trees. It's just, I don't know. The East Coast just kind of looks like this. Will do. Goodbye. Is that what you mean, Beetle? Every day. Every day. Every day. Cute bears in these woods, I guess. Not me though. So, how's your guys' week been? I guess today is the last day of my work week, and now I can be pretend outside. Although I did go outside today, I got to see some mushrooms growing in my very own backyard that I have gone foraging for and not had any luck finding. But of course, they're right there in my backyard, which is insanity. But I found some amanitas. Obviously, I didn't harvest them, but I took lots of pictures. I found another shaggy ink cat, which I will eat. And found a couple other like weird ones. There's this one called chicken fat, and if you touch it, it's really slimy, like chicken fat. Yeah. Eat cat. What? Eat cat? I did see little stray kittens. I really wanted to grab a couple, but they hid under like a shed, and it's not my property, so I don't want to like go in someone's shed to get stray kittens. So, but they were very cute. But they were probably feral, more than likely. There was this white one, and it had like just one light brown, almost gray spot on its ear and eye. Oh, it was really cute. Get out of my shed, right? Can't have anybody in the shed. Nobody gets in the shed. But yeah. I don't know. I got two kittens named Boo and Nugget. Do you really? That's perfect. Oh, those are good ones. Fleagle and Trooper. My mom has, when we went to Build-A-Bear, yeah, there's the beagle named Fleagle. It's a good one. Sena's been so chill lately. I think this is me without stress. Of course, if you guys have kept up with me on Twitter or Discord, you know, you'll know that today ended up being a bit of a bummer. And now I'm kind of left in limbo as to whether I am getting a final paycheck or not. I guess I find out next week. But I had like a back and forth with my boss, and he said, we pay you weekly. And I was like, no, you paid me for the week before, and it was a whole thing. And they made it seem like I was stealing, which I did not appreciate, but it's okay. Your model's eyes are really, really great. Thank you! It's just, it's actually just an animation. I made it myself. And I did the half frame with the half closed and then the, fully closed. But yeah, sorry to hear about that. Yeah, it was frustrating because I didn't really need the money. It was more like a principle thing. I know that I'll be okay, but it's just like, it's a principle, you know? It also put a sour taste in my mouth, because I had started the day so well, you know? Do I draw? I do, yeah. I've made all of my VTubing models, except for 2 of my chibis. My very best friend, Karimara, made one, and my papa made the other. And then I've rigged all of my models as well. Except for the one Karimara made, she rigged that for me. But I rigged everything else. I get that. Yeah. I mean, I went across and grabbed a bunch of cleaning supplies, and I thought to myself, what's something nice I can do for these folks and for whoever comes behind me? And I decided to deep clean. Like dad? No. I call him my VTuber Papa, but really, I don't think he can be my VTuber Papa. Because I rig all my own stuff. It was mainly meant to be a joke, and now it's just kind of got out of whack. But yeah, I deep cleaned the whole shop, and I got all sweaty and tired, and my whole back hurts from, like, I had to get on my hands and knees to get some of the caked on stuff off the floor, because they just never kept up with it. Like, I would clean and then they wouldn't keep up with it, and stuff built up over time. And I did my best, and I don't know, I was just kind of disappointed, I guess, and you know, I cried a little bit, got really, really angry, because I just couldn't understand. And I think what really made me mad was the implication that I would, like, lie for money. I don't know. I was just like, how do you come to that conclusion? I just deep cleaned your whole shop, and now I'm a thief? So, I don't know. I don't know why it happened, but it did. I draw and digital art too, art buddies, yeah. But yeah, shame. Yeah, it was a shame. I tried to get most of my crying out before I got home and let my face depuff, because my mom was a little bit mean to me when I cry. So I was like, and she's here right now, and I was like, I'm not gonna get made fun of for crying over this. And she talked to me about it, and I told her how, like, a month ago, if you guys remember, I was having, like, heart palpitations because I was so stressed from the job, and she was just like, I'm so glad you're out of there. Which made me feel kind of reassured, because I thought for sure she'd be, like, I don't know, judgy, you know? Because she usually is. So that was a nice change of pace. I think I really needed that. But then I just went and got ice cream. Well, I made dinner. I made Cajun chicken Alfredo. It was actually really good. I don't know if it'll sit well. It's very heavy. I'm so glad you're out of there too. Yeah, I can just kind of focus on some other stuff right now, and I have applied to other places just on the off chance, and if I get in, then I will take it as I'm meant to be there. But for now, I will just focus on streaming and art for you guys. And then of course, if I get in somewhere else, obviously I'm still focusing on streaming outside of work. Maybe she saw it was really stressing you out. I mean, I feel like I don't look like myself right now. You know? Like, I look in the mirror and I just don't know who I'm looking at. Like, I look back and I'm like, who is that? I don't know who that is. And I think I just became very worn out. I just was very worn out. So, maybe she saw that in me. Because usually I'm very bright and full of life, but my eyes are a little sunken in and hair is frazzled all the time, and I feel like I just look stressed. Luigi's Pizza, will King Boo be a customer? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if I end up at any other job, it would probably be either some sort of HR office position that pays better or some sort of food service that pays better. But to be quite honest, everywhere would pay better. So, I don't know. That's why I say it's not really about the money, because it's a piddly amount, but it's just like, it's just a principle. Like, I left on a high note, why couldn't you? Why'd you have to be a scumbag? So, I know that feeling all too well. Yeah, damn, that's a low bar. Yeah, the bar is in hell at this point, I guess. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy streaming. I got my tears out, and so now it's like, okay, I can't keep dwelling on it. It's done. It's done, and it's officially completely done by Thursday. If they decide not to follow through, I'll just let it go. It's such a small amount, there's no reason to take it further up the chain of command to, you know, labor or whatever. That's someone else's problem at this point. The cautionary tale. I don't think they'll get anybody else though outside their family to work there. Nobody's bitten an entire month with the sign on the door, so. Or Sena. Yeah, did you quit or did they fire you? I quit. I quit. I have never been fired from a job. Ever. Ever. I've never even been written up. I'm a good employee. I think they were mad because every time they'd come in I was sitting down, but at that point I had a desk job at that point. They had stopped training me to do carpentry. I was running the phones, running their accounts. I was just a desk job at that point. What was I supposed to do otherwise but sit and wait to do whatever they asked me to do and then answer the phone? So, I don't know. There's just a lot of weird spots that I can look at now and go, yep, it's better that I leave. Hi, Sena. Hi, Skyheim. Sena knows what's best for her. Yeah, I'm a grown-up. Unfortunately, for you guys, I am not so full-blown mentally Minhara that I need to be pulled out by a handler. But fortunately for me, I am not so mentally Minhara that I need to be pulled out by a handler. I don't know. When it's just you on your own, you kind of have to figure it out. Praise the Lord. Yeah, praise the Lord. She don't need no fixing. Yeah, I don't think whatever I've got can be fixed. That's up to God. If they owe you money, even $1, take that sob to the labor board. Yeah. Also, I know what you meant by sob, I just don't want to say it. I'm trying to keep my language a little good for tonight, just to keep it chill. Yeah, get one job and end up with a million other ones. Yeah, it's so weird how that works, and I feel like, especially as a younger person, it becomes easier for people to take advantage. I'm just curious to say, can I draw you? Absolutely, absolutely. You feel right to draw me, then go right ahead. That's fine. I love seeing artwork of me. It makes me really happy because that means you guys like my design and what I took from the AI. So, just too dependable? I guess so. I don't know. I feel like it's just one of those things. Ever since I started working, I've been fast-tracked to management and lead positions within like a month of being there. And I've always been just put in high-stress roles and done really well. And I used to be the kind of person, you call me and I'll pick up a shift no matter what, rain or shine. And you know, but now I'm in my mid-20s and I feel like I'm already beat. I'm sure some of you can relate. I just feel tired. It's just exhausting giving it your all the time. And then the second you don't give your all, people lose their minds. They have employees there, or they themselves don't give their all almost ever, if at all, and you slip from 100% to 98%, and they notice. And they make sure you know they noticed. There's something so, like, oh my gosh, like, how does that even happen? But it is what it is. I'm not gonna do a rage stream. There's no point. I shouldn't give them that much energy. I'd just be robbing myself. Older sister Sena getting sick of this malarkey. Yeah, because even when I didn't have jobs, I've been working since I was 10. I've been changing diapers and waking up with babies in the middle of the night since I was 10. If it wasn't a real job, I was I was raising my mom's kids. I was raising my mother's kids since 10. That little boy downstairs, I mean, they call me his second mom. My mom unironically calls me his second mother. He called me mom for many years. I don't think, at some point he knew the difference, but for a while he didn't. He really thought I was his mommy. Because I'd get up in the middle of the night if he woke up and give him his bottle and burp him and change his diaper and... yeah. So I've been doing that, and now I'm doing this. And on top of that, I ran my household. I did all their budgeting, did all the grocery shopping, all the cooking, all the cleaning, and I did it all. And I was a straight A student, and then I went to a non-Bible college, and my dad got mad, and it was a whole thing, and now I'm here, across the country from them, because I need to breathe. And where do I go? I go right back into suffocation. It's funny how that works. I just give up one thing for another. The grass isn't always greener, but sometimes it's less patchy. You know? You got a drawing idea for art for you to draw, or I don't know. Whatever you want, I guess. I've been working on a piece of me looking down at a bear. Which, guys, I figured out my brush is on the tablet. So if we do a drawing stream Sunday, it's gonna be good. I was kind of trying to keep a good eye on my subscriber count, since someone did point it out. I was like, oh snap, maybe I have to do something when we hit the next big number. And we are a little close. So if we do hit the next big number before the end of the week, maybe I will change the stream to reading a certain 3-hour long excerpt by a certain Kaczynski? Maybe? Maybe. But if we don't, that's cool too. It's completely fine. Then I will just do, you know, what I already had planned. That's fine. And its consequences. Yes. Nice. Yeah. So I mean, if we do, then that'll be changed to that. But if we don't, then yada yada. So, and if it does get changed, then whatever was scheduled for Sunday, which is drawing / rigging, because I don't know which one we'll end up with, will just be pushed to Monday. So. Yeah. Yeah. And its consequences. Our actions have consequences. Where's the there's a sound bite. Oh goodness. It's a little boy, and he catches a fish, and he's like, I caught a fish. He's like so southern. It's a long read. Yeah, it's 3 hours long, but you know, 3-hour long stream, that's not too bad. I know I usually cap out right at 2:30, but I could pull it. It's not like I got work in the morning. Oh, that is going to be amazing to say. I can literally just be here. I'll have to start planning out what to do during midday. Obviously, that'll be next week after my mom and little brother go back. But I'm trying to plan that out because it's like, well, I'm gonna have a lot of daytime. A lot of it's gonna be spent on just like house projects and making stuff, and I was thinking of doing some like pre-recorded stuff, whether we review it on stream or I like edit it and post it for y'all, of a how-to cooking series. Because I don't mind setting up my tripod and just cooking and recording it, but I can't like promise perfect serene quietness. Sometimes there's times where I want to cook and just kind of be in my head, and that might just be easier to do outside of stream. Just record it, edit it, and then post it for y'all and kind of condense it. Sounds like the Zen Sena arc. Yeah, you guys will see a lot of drawing, probably some more rigging. I'm trying to like finally get some time to really focus in on rigging and get it a lot more seamless. So I am now moving Baxter's model to Clip Studio Paint on my tablet on the PC now, so I can start working on finalizing that for him. Since I have a detailed sketch that I sent him and he liked, now that I'm more comfortable and I'm not going to pump out a piece of garbage, I can actually draw him something nice. And eventually I'll start moving a lot more stuff over to PC. But I think I'll try to keep up with some iPad comms instead too for like smaller stuff so I can pump it out quicker and save like bigger commissions for just the PC. That way I have more layers. So more cooking tips? Yeah, I think I want to do like some one pot meals, rice cooker meals, some easier stuff for people. I also really want to make tallow as one of them, because I just feel like people don't know how much you can just use things around you, and especially if you're not in a city, especially if you're in like a littler town, or if you have like Amish or Mennonite in your area, or someone who like, you know, lives rural like that off the land a bit more and has like their own little country store, you can ask for their beef fat and they'll give it to you for free or for a donation usually. And usually if they do donation, I give them like, I don't know, $15-20 and they act like it's the most they've ever seen, which it probably is for beef fat. But then I just render it. And then I have stuff to cook all of my whatever in, and it is like all completely natural and not pumped full of additives, which is really cool. And you clean tallow by just boiling it down with salt and water. So, and salt is not oil soluble, so it gets drawn out of the oil when you clean it. Isn't that cool? I love that. Ah, Jody! Thanks. Good night, Queen. Good night, Dick. Have a good evening. Sounds awesome. I love doing stuff like making tallow. Vinegars is my current project. Lots to do with vinegar, even cleaning. So much cleaning gets done with vinegar. I love cleaning with vinegar, especially on food products because it's food safe. So you don't have to worry about like getting sick. Oh, I didn't know Jaloon was lurking. Or was lurking. Sometimes it gives it to people who just dropped in. Welcome new members. Hello. Thanks for the gifted membership, Chody. Get your life together, Beetle. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love that outfit and model. Thanks, Minna. It's not really a model, it's just a PNG. I'll have to show you sometime. For times where you want to be more chill and you don't want to worry about your VTube studio, you just let me know. Maybe I can make you one. That'd be really nice. I'm trying. Ah, how's Japan? I hope you're safe. I wonder if it's getting cold yet. I'd love that. Cool, cool. You'll have to hit me up. And I can work out a design and an outfit for you. Maybe something with an apron for your baking. Tallow sounds so good. I'm tired of this statement. It is seed oil and forced to eat. You're not forced to eat it. Only if you go out to eat. And a lot of real restaurants don't use it. I use exclusively lard, lard, bacon grease, olive oil, and what is it called? Ah, ghee. Sorry, I was like, what am I thinking? Which is just clarified butter. Is it getting cold? Laughs in island life. Oh. Ooh, it's all moist there, I'm sure then. Ugh. It's getting cold here already. I feel like it's getting cold a little too early, but... Ghee. Ghee. Don't go to Tokyo right now, you'll actually melt. Oh god. And I don't think Japan has anything but like window units for AC, right? If you're lucky. Usually it's fans, right? Oh my goodness. That and babies don't mix well, especially if they're not acclimated. Use a lot of lamb tallow. Ooh. Now I know if you properly render tallow, it gets rid of a lot of that beefy flavor or whatever the meat you're using is. But I get so nervous. I'm not huge fan of lamb. Maybe I've just not had it prepared right, but I've just not enjoyed it. I've also not really enjoyed goat. It's just, honestly, I have no other way to explain it. It's just kind of skunky. But I don't know. I like deer. I really would like to try alligator. I learned an alligator fact. Did you know that an alligator is more sensitive than humans are to the sounds of a baby crying, and it is the only animal in the wild that has an aggression trigger to the sound of human infants crying. Human infants. It's like their natural born prey is human. Like, it responds immediately to children crying. It can hear a child crying over miles away. Which, by the way, I'm like, I just didn't really think that alligators would have sensitive hearing because they're underwater. But, like, they can be underwater and be like, baby? A baby? Is there a baby? Is there a tasty little morsel for me? For moi? And they also have that trigger response to primates, other primates like monkeys and apes. How did you learn this? It was a random article that popped up when I was at work today. I opened up their stupid browser and they always had their stupid ads on it, and that was one of the ads, and I just read through and I was like, what? Yeah. Explains why the reptilians in Hollywood like eating babies so much. Right? I pick up what you're putting down. Babies are snack size for a big gator. The pit bull of the swamp. No. Big Samuel for the Donald. It's currently 88, feels like 103, and 70. Bleh. Bleh. Nope. I am all set. That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, no. Give it a flower crown for a minute? Or for the alligator? Gator's good eating. Gator's good eating. What's the Monsters Inc. scene where they throw Randall through the door and he ends up in clearly the bayou in a trailer park? And he's like, Mama, gator, get him! And they hit him with the frying pan. I just imagine that they ate him afterwards. There's probably some Randall pelt pinned to some bumpkin's wall inside their trailer. Which, honestly, based. Get him, gator, get him, Mama, gator, get him! Yeah. Now I really sound like my dad. Oh gosh, he gets so into these weird moves. That's weird. He used to do all kinds of like skits, just like in his head, and then he'd act them out in front of us, and we always thought he was so funny. And I do them now, and everybody thinks I'm so funny, right? Right? We have good. No, Beetle, no! No! No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No! No, y'all are so fake. You're so fake. We call that autism. Yes, I have Pipkin. It is terminal. It is in fact terminal. I will in fact be like this forever. Nah, you're hilarious. I'm just a tryhard. Otherwise, besides the sour end to the shift, I've had a relatively good day. I think I'll have an even better day tomorrow. No, scratch that. I know I'll have a better day tomorrow because I won't be at work. Yeah. Be patient. We have the Pipkin. I made those blueberry muffins. I'm so glad I had strawberries because it called for 3 to 5 cups of blueberries, and I probably didn't even have a cup. And then when the time they were finally done, I was like, how could I have squeezed more blueberries into these? These are so dense. And I bit in and I was like, this is not a muffin, this is a scone. It's a very good scone. This is not a muffin. They looked really good. They were really good. They just weren't very sweet. And I think muffins are pretty sweet. But they were nice and fluffy. It called for 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And I was like, that's a lot. And I had to knead it with my hands at the very end because it was so like thick that my spatula couldn't fold it anymore. So I had to like go in with my hands and manhandle it. And then instead of scooping it into the little muffin tray, which you normally would do, I had to like just scoop with my hand and just plop it in. It was so like, this is not right. I was like, this is not, I'm not supposed to be doing this. This is not right. And and then I was like, they're overflowing. I wonder if they'll puff up at all. They probably won't. Pull them out and they're just like huge. Like, what in the world? These are so weird. But they were pretty good. Jiffy cornbread with blueberry slats harder than yo mama. I like Jiffy cornbread. But I like making fresh cornbread more. You get that sizzling skillet, nice and hot with some bacon grease, and you pour that fresh batter in and some corn in it too. Some frozen corn in it. Oof. And then I love to top my cornbread with a little dab of butter and a little splash of honey. So good. You couldn't tell me nothing. Popovers are so good. I've never made a popover. I know that they're relatively easier to make. But I've had a lot where because you know, I'm in like, you know, the Northeast, where I went to college, there was this pub that had popovers and they were so good. They were really nice and crispy too. Happy as heart attack. Yes. You know what, if I die by food, not from like obesity per se, but if I die from like, girl, you just had too much to eat and your stomach popped and you died, that's okay. I died doing what I love. Or if I died like while mid-bite, like if my heart was like, girl, this is a lot. I just, as long as my head was not in the plate and now I look like a goofball, I'm good. I'm being chillin'. I'm in heaven. And God's looking at me going, really? And it'll be fine, because it'll taste really good. I want to die at all-you-can-eat sushi. I love sushi, but I hate all-you-can-eat sushi. I have had nothing but bad experiences at all-you-can-eat sushi. First of all, I can pack away a lot of food. And a lot of people look at me and don't believe it, which I don't know why. I'm not like skinty. I'm just normal. But they look at me and they're like, there's no way you could eat that much. And I'll just order like 6 things at a time. They're like, I'm sorry, you cannot order 6 things at a time. You have to order like 3 things and pace yourself. And I'm like, no, give me 6 things. Okay, now I ordered 3 because you made me order 3. And now I filled up faster. So now I can't get all 6. But if I had gotten all 6 at once, then I would have eaten all 6 at once instead of staggering it. My stomach would not have had time to think I was full. Do you see where I'm going? So, I did not know that the volcano roll that they had on the menu was a hot roll. It was not marked as such. That was my last roll of the evening. I could not finish it. I had to ask my older brother to finish it. He did finish it, so that way we didn't have to pay for the extra roll because we were indignant and they were rude to us and we were like, you know what? We're gonna finish this last roll and they're not gonna make us pay for any of it. And they inspected our plates for a single grain of rice. It said volcano because it was spicy. I thought it was spicy, okay? I thought it was just gonna be spicy, and it was spicy, but it was also hot, and you know, hot mayonnaise on top of a hot, ugh, no, it's gross. And he didn't like it either, but he could stuff it away better, and I was starting to gag because it tasted so gross and the texture was sending me off. And then when we left the restaurant, he was like, don't look at me. I was like, why? And then he leaned over and went, bleh. I was like, and then he was like, it was still worth it. That's fine, it was still worth it. It was still worth it. It was still worth it. I was like, you're insane. Yes, king. Truly, he is a king. Sure, I'm sure if you knew I was telling this story, he'd think he was all that in a bag of chips. You're not the type of girl to hide in your food in your purse? They were watching us. They were like really watching us. And to be honest, I don't understand. I really don't understand. If I pay for all you can eat sushi and I go home with a plate in like a to-go box, it's not getting wasted. Why do you care? It's so weird. For them, I guess it's probably a principal thing in their own right, I guess. But it is a little weird. It's like the whole excursion is meant to be all you can eat. Like a buffet, like a normal buffet, right? Like if you go to the Golden Corral, or you go to like one of those big casino ones in like Las Vegas or whatever, and you go to the buffet, I guarantee you they're not going to inspect your plate at the end of it and be like, there's food left, now you have to pay for those items. Like, how does that make sense? You gotta sneak away to the bathroom to make more room to eat sushi? Oof. Yeah. I wish I could train myself to just go on command so I could eat like that sometimes, but that is just a little asinine. Now I'm not in a spot where I can even get sushi. I have to buy sashimi grade salmon, which is the only fish in the area that I can find that's sashimi grade, and I will just make my own poke bowl instead. All you can eat means carry only in your stomach. I guess for that scenario. I don't know. I think maybe because, you know, in my mind it's a buffet, not just all you can eat. It's a buffet. It means that whatever doesn't get eaten, I'm not gonna be punished for. Like, you're not my mom. You're just the guy who serves me the food. And like, I don't know. It's like, oh, but it's costing the restaurant. Yeah, but like if I take it home, it doesn't cost you. I'm not throwing it down the drain as far as you know. I could walk out right there and throw the box away. It's not your business. I've been to a couple of the Vegas casino buffets. They're incredible. They are! I've been to a few myself. I don't believe they're open anymore. A lot of them aren't because of the schlimmick. So, can't your deep freezers freeze salmon? I think it's pretty low temp though. Yeah. Yeah. I've been kicked out of those places for eating too much meat. My record for sushi rolls I've eaten in one sitting is 14. I've been almost kicked out of Korean barbecue one time when I did the all-you-can-eat package. My brother and I went and we had, it's always my brother, we had so much meat and we kept getting beef brisket after beef brisket after beef brisket, which happened to be probably the most expensive item on the little package we chose. But we like beef brisket and we kept getting beef brisket. And we still had like 8 minutes left on our time because they give you assigned time and like whatever you eat in that time is whatever you eat. And they don't charge you for any like leftovers, it's just whatever you eat in that time, which is honestly nice. I think that's how it should be. But we had 90 minutes and we were like 7 minutes away from the 90 minutes. And they were like, that's enough. I was like, no, we still have 7 minutes left. And they're like, that's enough. You can get vegetables. I was like, where's your manager? No, I didn't do that. I couldn't. I could never. I feel like that'd be too rude. I knew I was eating a little too much of this expensive meat. But you know, don't put it on the package. That's the tastiest one. That's the tastiest one. You're gonna tell me not to order the tastiest one only? You told me I could have unlimited brisket. And you're mad because I wanted the unlimited brisket? You're like, aren't you gonna get some galbi or some marinated pork or some shrimp? And I'm like, no, brisket. Brisket. More brisket, please. I got brisket and I got squid. That's what I got. Brisket and squid. My brother got some eggplant. So you wanna buy it? I was like, no. I need beef. I was treating it like Arby's. They have the meat. I wanted it. It was on the package. I paid for the package. What do you want? It's not my fault y'all are charging $39.95 You know, oodles of free brisket. I thought this was America, right? And I did. I probably ate 3 pounds of brisket that night. On top of everything else. And I think I had soju too. And let me tell you, if I start eating with alcohol, it's done. That's clips. That's the end of it. Squid is pretty good, but shrimp is S tier. I like shrimp. But if I'm grilling it at a special restaurant, I want to grill squid. Because I'm not going to do it at home. I ain't doing that at home. Listen, if it's slimy, I don't want it. I'm not handling it. I dissected a squid for one of my elementary school things when I was actually in a brick and mortar school. And I didn't hate it. I just thought it was really gross. Not the dissection itself, but just like handling it without gloves. It just grossed me out a little bit. When I was in college, I dissected a sheep's brain with my lab partner. Oh, she was so cute. She was a very sweet girl. She would sign off on my extra credit hours, and I'd sign off on hers when one of us couldn't make it to an event. We just said, yeah, Sena was here. So we'd tell each other what the secret word he said during the extra credit was, and he was none the wiser about it. But we dissected a sheep brain, and she was like, Sena, will you cut it? It's so gross. And I was like, heck yeah, give it here. Give me the scalpel. Give me the scalpel. And I sliced it delicately, ever so delicately. And then when the teacher turned around, I grabbed that brain and I squished it right in her face to freak her out. And she was like, Sena, you can't do that. I was like, shut up, you're gonna get me in trouble. And she thought it was the funniest thing. And he was like, you might think the formaldehyde smells gross. And I'm sitting there inhaling it like, oh, it smells so good. I don't know why it smells so good, but it smells so good. Maybe I should have been an embalmer. No, people are ugly. No, because I got to be an embalmer for, oh god, what's the name of the game? Oh, that horror game we played on stream together. Oh, what was the name of it? Oh, it doesn't matter. But you embalm them. And then every time I was looking at it, it was like, ew, people are so ugly. When you had to... Mortuary assistant, yeah, when you have to take care of dead people, it's like, oof. Oof. She's broken. Yeah. I'm a shell of a woman. So Sena is a bully. No. No. She's actually still a friend. I think she's engaged to her boyfriend, her longtime boyfriend. I always tell her, I was like, girl, if you don't put a ring on it. But yeah, she was a very sweet girl. I trained her at our job. She was really good at it. She was actually one of my good workers. Do you like the smell of gasoline? I do. I do. I like the smell of tar, like freshly laid asphalt after it's been laid. Not as it's being laid because it smells a little burnt because it's going through that machine. But after it's been laid, it smells like Sharpies. I swear, it smells like Sharpies. I drove with the windows down yesterday on the fresh road in the area, and I was like, Yep. Send her a sheep brain as a wedding gift. Tar does smell kind of good. Yeah, it's like one of those funky smells that you're like, I shouldn't like this, but I kinda do. Sena would be the Sharpie sniffer. Oh yeah, I definitely was. I was something like that kid who would like smell too hard, and then I'd get like a dot on my nose because, you know, I'm like shaking because it smells so good. Paint thinner and WD-40 smell wonderful. I don't like the smell of WD-40 or paint thinner. I really don't like the smell of paint thinner because I painted that entire shop over the course of like 2 weeks on the inside, and all I smelled was paint thinner and paint. Ugh. Paint stripper smells worse though. Ugh. They try to make it smell citrusy too. Ugh. Sena loves the smell of carcinogens. I'm a tree. I process all the yuck and give you clean air. You're welcome. So nice. Smoking WD-40 is great. Hello? The smell of Hoppy's number 9? What? Okay, you guys are a little too old for me now. Sorry. I don't know what that old people stuff is. Like the smell, do not smoke it, right? Oh. How do you, wait. Smoking WD-40 is great. Like the smell. So like you set it on fire and then you smell it, or? Bear or cat? Bear! Bear, bear, bear! Bear! I am a cinnamon roll bear DIY extraordinaire. Hops cologne. I actually really love the smell of fragrances. If I have the time to stop to smell a fragrance aisle, I always do. I always do. And 7 to 8 times out of 10. 7 to 8 times out of 10, I walk away with something. Cat, yeah, no, I'm a bear. Rawr, I'm a bear. You know, I growl. Grrr, yeah, I'm a bear. Me being cute cat. Puppies, number 9 is a particular brand of rifle bore cleaner. Oh, I don't think I've really ever just sniffed my cleaner. Huh. I like the smell of Fabuloso. I exclusively clean my floors with Fabuloso because it smells so good. So good. Go! Yeah. Go! There's a big too big of a perfume collection. Really? How many do I have? I think if I counted it, I'd be a little embarrassed. Probably have a little over 20 maybe? I go to Bath & Body Works every season. I don't go every week because they change seasonally. Speaking of which, it is fall technically now, so I probably should check in. But, well, actually now they change every half season, so I probably actually should check in for early fall and then late fall. But really, I'm looking forward to the candles for fall, and then the perfumes and lotions for winter. Embarrassed. It looks delicious. What looks delicious? What? Huh? The purple stuff. Yes! I love Fabuloso. I'm a bear of sorts myself. I mean, I do hibernate a lot. Wow. Just like me, for real, with me. I almost always have oud / agar wood burning out my face. That is a lovely smell. I almost always have some sort of incense or candle going, but I've not kept up with it, and now I feel like my house has kind of just like a staleness to it. Like it needs some freshening up. Once my brother's gone, I'm going to deep clean the heck out of this place with some. I found it on TikTok of all places, a cleaning remedy to help freshen up like scents. And you could take some essential oils of your favorite like smells. And I think I might do vetiver because it's one of my absolute favorites, and bergamot, which is also one of my other favorites. It's just kind of peppery. I love the smell of black pepper. So I'll take those and mix it into water, baking soda, and something else I cannot remember. But it helps clean it up and freshen it up, and just do all my linens, the carpets that way. The carpets though, I'm going to sprinkle with baking soda all over the carpet and then vacuum it all up. After I take a hair rake from my cat because she sheds so much. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting her to shed so much. And just rake the carpet first because I don't want to kill my vacuum. So lavender and eucalyptus. Yeah, that's a good one. Have you seen the little trick where you put the eucalyptus in your shower? You like attach it to your shower head and it keeps your shower smelling nice and fresh, and it's nice and calming every time you get in. I'd love to do that, but the hard water in this area in particular has left like horrible residue on everything that I have to like scrape it off, so I just would rather not. DB, are you okay? Having a stroke? Black pepper and star anise always smell great. Yeah, I love star anise. I like cinnamon, obviously. I don't like cinnamon as a flavor as much as I like it as a smell. But like, it's not something you could actually make like a full-on essential oil out of, or like disperse in the air, because it can like burn, I guess, and it can cause like burns on your skin even, if I remember correctly. But I finally found some whole cinnamon sticks, so I can make some horchata. So I'm very excited because nowhere out here sells horchata except for like maybe like 45 minutes away. I'm not driving 45 minutes for something I could just make at home. So I'm gonna make that overnight as soon as my mom's gone, because otherwise she'll drink all of it. But yeah, I really like horchata. And then maybe because strawberries are in season, I can make it a strawberry one. Some strawberry fresa. What's horchata? It's horchata, like Horchata, but I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's pronounced horchata. Like the H is almost silent. But it's really good. It is made from rice and cinnamon and sugar and water, and it is in all honesty, it's like rice starch water mixed with sugar and cinnamon, but it is really good. It's really good. I'm pretty sure you blend all of it and then you strain it. So the H is silent. Yeah, someone say horchata, horchata. Yeah, guala guala, hala hala. Is it hala hala? Wala wala? Walla guala? Who knows? The world may never know. Yeah, it's literally the best. Yeah! When I would go to this place near my house growing up, I always mix it with the strawberry fresa, and it was the freshest, most refreshing thing. It was, oh, it was so good. It was so good. And then I just got a fresh watermelon that I diced up. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. And very juicy. I picked a good one. I picked a really good one. I'm super good at picking melons, I think. I've yet to have bad luck. But yeah, I wish I could like grind it up and then strain it. But yeah, I miss my mom will make that stuff from scratch at home. The smell was divine. Yeah, I've made coquito a couple times at home. Ha! For like Christmas time. So good. I love coconut. I love those kind of warm flavors in drinks, but I don't know if I like it anywhere else. I do like cinnamony pancakes, but I'm not huge on cinnamon rolls. So. Horchata and Fireball taste like cinnamon toast crunch. I've heard that, yeah. Also missing coquito can make it taste that way too. God, I missed when my mom. Oh, sorry. Wow, I already read that. Melons? Did somebody say melons? Free melons? Pumpkin spice? No. I know. White woman card revoked, but like, that's just, I don't like pumpkin spice. I don't like pumpkin that much. I don't like pumpkin in almost anything. I don't even really like pumpkin pie. I like sweet potato pie or sweet potato casserole way more. Or just any other pie. Wrong opinion. Shut up. You don't use water, you use milk? Okay. Pumpkin is great. Look, I don't like pumpkin. I'm sorry. I'm not big on it. It just... I can honestly probably pinpoint when I started to really dislike it. And it was when my parents went on this weird diet where we had no salt in the kitchen anymore. And it was a salt-free diet. And one of their high-protein meals was lasagna roll-ups. And instead of a tomato sauce, it was pumpkin puree, ricotta, and ground beef. And I didn't grow up with savory pumpkin. And so I felt like God wanted me to murder the whole family when we were on that diet. So, pumpkin's not for me. The pumpkin's not for me. Whoa. No, not like that. Not that bad. I'm exaggerating for sure. But gosh, I hate it. That sounds like child abuse. Yeah, my parents, if they went on a diet, they made the whole house go on a diet, which is Definitely not something I will ever follow with my future children. So, you would have been justified, Sena. Yeah, like, I just don't think, pumpkins are for carving jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, and I like making, having pepitas or, like, roasting the seeds. But I don't know. I think pumpkins have been ruined for a little while for me. I do like them baked into things. Like, if it's mixed with something, it's not straight pumpkin. Like, I've had pumpkin sweet rolls, like a cinnamon roll, but made with pumpkin and, like, some pumpkin puree added. And I have really enjoyed pumpkin muffins. But, like, it has to be cut with something like flour. You know? Like, it has to be mixed a bit more for me to really gravitate towards it at this point. So, they're fun to grow. They are fun to grow. They take up a lot of room. I definitely don't have a plot of land for them, so. I really wanted to grow sweet corn this year. I just did not have enough pots. So, and you know what? I wish I had just gotten rid of some of the other veggies that I wanted to grow and just grown the stupid corn, because the rain was so bad that the corn would have done fine, but any other thing was like drowned. Garden sweet corn is the best. And it is so sweet. It's so sweet. Any corn you get from the grocery store afterwards just makes you feel like ugh. I hate it. I hate store-bought corn, even if it's whole and in the husk. It just does not taste the same. It's so sad. But if I get store-bought corn, I cook it on the grill. I wrap it up in tin foil with butter and seasonings, and when I pull it out, I top it with crema and some cotija cheese, and yeah. There's a theme here. I eat a lot of Hispanic food. A lot of Mexican food. The West. It's the West in me. The Southwest. Lots of Tejano, lots of Tex-Mex. You did list corn as S tier, if I remember. Corn is freaking great. Freaking great. I just don't like store-bought all that much. I don't mind if it's frozen corn or canned corn. I just don't like store-bought on the cob. I feel like it's been freeze-dried in a freaking warehouse for forever, made shelf stable, and then brought to the grocery store where now it's been devoid of flavor. It loses its sweetness real fast after being picked. Yeah, you have to eat it pretty quick, or like can it pretty quick. The farmer who I used to get it from, his wife would cook it all off in the stove with a lot of butter and garlic, and then she'd freeze them big bagged batches for like all of her holiday meals with her family. And I'm like, that is some A1 planning. Will I ever have a family big enough or a get together big enough to warrant that? No. Will I eat an entire bag of corn by myself? Yeah. Hell yeah. So that's good enough for me. I eat a lot of Mexican food too, but that's because, you know... yeah, I don't know. My mom is obsessed with Mexican food, and I think that obsession got passed down to me. So now I live in an area where there is not Tex-Mex or Mexican food available, and I would like to just have my own restaurant, because it would do so well, because there's just like, there's a drive for it, but no one does it. And anytime I've been invited to an event, I always bring food that I'm not used to making, and people are like, "What is this? It's so lovely. Please, you need to make this more. I could eat a whole bag, a whole tray, a whole pot." And I'm like, oh my god. Sena likes them tacos and burritos. I like enchiladas. That is my go-to. Good Mexican is perfection. I like enchiladas. My older brother really, really, really loves chimichangas. You eating at the country club now. I'm eating at the diner. There is a diner on every freaking block. My town has like 3 businesses and 2 of them are diners. The other's a gas station. It's like diner, 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 diner. And like almost none of them are good, and almost all of them are dirty. How are you at making tamales? I'm not the best. Not the best. I like it's a daunting task. And I always worry about them being dry. And I do not like a dry tamale. Tamale. But yeah, a good tamale is 7. It is. It is. And I like having them, but it is a labor of love. It's a labor of love. I don't have anyone I want to labor for yet, I guess. But I like making a lot of different rice dishes. There was this restaurant growing up that did a whole, like, fried? I think it was fried, not grilled. I always want to say grilled, but if I go back to the menu right now, I bet you it just says deep fried. It's not dipped in any batter. It's just like put in whole into the fryer, and it's a red snapper, and it's served over rice with refried bean and all of those little sides. But oh, it's fabulous. And you can get a sauce for it, any sauce you want. Labor for us. Oh, maybe I could do a tamale making stream. It just seems daunting. Daunting is daunting. But if I do a tamale one, I'll have to do a lumpia one too, because I really like lumpia. I think there's just like a there's a theme here. If it's rolled up and small finger food, I will eat it. Egg rolls, spring rolls, lumpia, tamales, taquitos, like I just, yup. Yup. My dad legit makes the best tamales. This lady at my church, oh my goodness, her tamales were so good. And her salsas were so good. Oh, she had this best salsa roja. It was, so good. And she'd make her salsa verde with serranos, and I was like, oh, it's spicy. She was always trying to make it super spicy, and I'm like, no, I just want to taste the tomatillos. But yeah, her tacos were aight, but her tamales were amazing. Why am I listening to this on an empty stomach? Get some ramen noodles or something up after, my goodness. Making tamales is a family event for me and mine. Yeah, it takes a village to make a huge pot. And it's not even just one, it's usually like 3 or 4 pots full of like little corn husk champions all stood up in a circle. No, I think I'd rather make enchiladas every time. I like doing that. I like doing that. I prefer to do it. Especially if it's just cheese enchiladas, that's easy. That's easy peasy. But I really wanna, like, I wish I had the proper equipment. I really wanna make some al pastor, because it's like my favorite meat. Like, as much as I love all the red meat, my favorite meat of all time is al pastor, like, the pork, where you roast it on like a spit, and it's on top of like a pineapple slice. It's like sweet and spicy and so good. It's so good, and it gets the little charred bits because it's stacked almost like how they do the gyros. That's really good. The staple Mexican meal here is chile. Here is chile, carne, and tortillas. Yeah, I like carne asada, but I don't know. I like al pastor the most. And then I really actually like carnitas too. Al pastor is holy intervention, right? Do I like chorizo? Yeah, I serve it with my egg, and then I mix it into my chili a lot. I really like chorizo, yeah. Chorizo, yeah, I like chorizo. The pork one. It has to be the pork one. And it has to be the little green label one that's like for $1. The cheap one. Although I have had homemade chorizo from this butcher, and it was really good, but it just wasn't the grease that I was looking for, you know? Yeah. Green chile is good. Chimichanga is my favorite southwestern food. I can't get into it. It's just so big. I'm not big on burritos unless it's breakfast. And then I just want a bean and cheese. My burritos have to just be bean and cheese. Because if I bite into a hunk of meat that's not like cut down, I'm immediately like, alright, I'm done. I can't. I like greasy food. I do too. Like pizza and fries and wings. I made wings this week, you guys. They were so good. First of all, I bought the wings whole, butchered them myself into the little flats and drumsticks, and then I saved little wing tips to make into a broth later. Yes, I did. And then I fried them in my air fryer, tossed them in some olive oil and fried them in my air fryer. And then I made like, you know, just wing sauce, and I made it with some hot sauce, some brown sugar, some Worcestershire, some butter, sorry, and then garlic powder and onion powder. I had air fried this wings too this week. Yeah, and then I had some mac and cheese on the side. Although it wasn't homemade, I was kind of tired, so I made Kraft. But I have the stuff to make homemade mac later this week. I don't know if I'll make it in the end because we did just have chicken Alfredo, and I just feel like a lot of heavy cheese meals might just not sit right, especially when they travel. So I will probably make them a very light meal on Saturday just so that they travel well and their stomachs are nice and settled and they're not getting the bubble guts on the plane, because that is very uncomfortable. So Kraft mac and cheese got me through college. Filter feeding got me through college. Man, if I could do it over, I'd do it very differently. Meal wise. Wraps got me through college. I argued for a long time with my fellow dining staff until they finally implemented some systems that worked for us, and I made a lot of wraps and a lot of sandwiches and a lot of salads, and then I finally convinced them to get a rice cooker, and I just had rice and boiled eggs for a lot of meals because I wanted carbs to keep me going and protein to keep me going, some starch in my diet, and everything else was almost always not up to proper temperature, and I was not getting food poisoning. And almost every time that I risked it, I got it. And I don't have a weak stomach, but there, I thought I might as well have, because everything was always off temp and I was always getting sick, so I literally had to stick to their salad and deli bar. And I had to pick and choose, because one week the deli would be all molded over, and the next week it'd be the salad bar, and I'd be like, what the heck is going on? And some weeks it would be both, and I'd have to eat oatmeal with a dab of peanut butter and some frozen berries and call that a meal. And hey, it worked, but oh gosh, it was crap. That's where you report to the health department. They were reported multiple times. A couple of us narked on them on Facebook and got them in trouble with the parents of the school because they weren't passing with flying colors. They kept getting what are they called? The health departments, and it's actually like a nationwide thing, I'm pretty sure, because it was where I originally started working in the food business. You can get like a red alert or something like that, or a red flag and still pass. And they had multiple red flags. Multiple reds. So what was their food grade? It was very low. I think it was like, oh gosh, what was it? But yeah, they were behind on updating a lot of their equipment. A lot of their equipment was starting to rust and fall apart, so that was one of them. Yeah. And then a lot of their stuff was never at correct temp, or the thermometers would be off even. One time, one of the years that they almost failed, the health inspector had to send back an entire, what are they called? It's like one of those big giant hotel trays, right? Because our school served it buffet style. And they'd send back one of those hotel trays full of chicken that was all pretty much raw. So The cafe I worked at late at night, I made all the food fresh. I made sure everything was to a certain standard. My department passed every time. Every time. No red flags. And so then people would wait until 7 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night to eat. And we are all on the same crap diet of only eating wraps and salads because Sena is the only one who's not poisoning us. So the nice part was we did serve smoothies with like protein and like supplements. But like they literally had to implement supplements because they weren't getting it from there. So it isn't hard to pass just higher temps. Yeah, it isn't. That shows lack of care, don't it? If they had made me manager over that, that would have been probably taken care of and somewhere else would have been lackluster, but it was nice. It was nice when I worked there. I have to say, besides that, the bigger portion, which was the dining service itself, the late night portion that I worked, that was probably my favorite job of all time. I liked running the show. I think that's really what it comes down to, is having little to no management on top of me. I can just run the show. It's just nice. You know? It is very, very nice. Gross, I work in refrigeration. I've seen some stuff. I can only imagine. Sena thinks she's special because her food won't kill you. Oh my gosh. Nah, I'm just special because I'm me. Best meal in college was a big cup of coffee and a cigarette. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Gil. You're gonna hurt your lungs, baby boy. You're gonna hurt yourself. Don't do that. No, don't do that. The old European special. It's so sad that smoking's so bad for you because so many people look cool when they're doing it. Like, it looks so cool. Just like, especially if you have like the outfit and you're like all done up in your, you know, sometimes it just looks so cool. But it's just so bad for you. It's not worth it. Cigarettes, I haven't had one in 4 years. Don't give in, Jason! No! Jason, no! Depends on the person. True. I mean, you see some old lady sitting on her porch with, you know, her titty resting on her knees. That's not cool. You know, she's sitting there in her scooter. What are you looking at, punk? You just keep walking there. Go on, you're pissing the dog off. Sena, no, smoking's a psyop. It's so cool, like vaping. No. I'm so sorry, but vaping is some of the most retarded crap I've ever seen. I don't care if you like it. I don't care. Vaping is so ugly. It's so ugly. Stop, because you have, especially because the cartridges are usually so big and like hand size, right? So they like do that weird lean down where they tuck in because they're ashamed. It's like, look at you, you're shame vaping. Look at you, you're so addicted, you're shame vaping. And they're like, do the lean and they breathe in and you're just like, you know, you're ugly. They don't even have the sticks anymore for the most part, so. And then if they do have the sticks, it's the freaking USB. You're over here smoking a USB from a freaking computer. You're just like, you don't look cool. You look silly. And I don't know, I grew up in a place where cigarettes, I smelled it all the time. Not in my house, but everywhere I went, the whole air smelled like a stale box of cigarettes. And so, every once in a while I'll get a whiff and it doesn't really bother me or offend me. My mom acts like a fool. And I hate it. I hate when people do this. It is one of those irksome things that actually, like, it's something enough for me to, like, talk to you about. Of, like, you need to get a hold of yourself. Is coughing when someone smokes. Just, like, ew, you're smoking. I don't want to smell that. I'm gonna cough. Make you feel bad about yourself. It's like, I hate it. It's so rude. It's so ugly. It's not necessary. And it's really not that bad. You're only coughing to make a scene, which is ugly. It's mean-spirited. I don't like it. And I will tell you as such. Like, you don't need to do all that. And I'll tell you openly and publicly right in front of that person so they feel vindicated and you feel stupid. Have I told my mama in front of people? Heck yeah, I have. Mom, why are you coughing like that? Leave that man alone. I'm dang. It's already bad enough he's addicted. He don't need some Karen being like, ew, can you do that somewhere else? Like, shut up. Shut up. Like your daddy isn't a chain smoker. Knock it off. They smoke that shit in public too, yeah. Cigarette smell is the worst. Wet cigarette, and I try my best not to cough near cheap skunk weed. Yeah, cheap skunk weed is... When it's skunky like that too, you are so right. Sometimes it hits your face and you're like, ooh, that's a little floral. I like that. You're like, that's not too bad. A little skunky, but for the most part, it smells like you smoking lavender. That's nice. That's okay. But for the most part, like, you know, fresh cigarette smoke doesn't really bug me because it just smells like home. It's almost nostalgic. Oh, is it a bong bong? No, I can't. I'm not built for that. I am a weakling. When I tell you that I smoke for my joints, it's out of a bowl, and I microdose because I'm a lightweight. I didn't used to be, but I'm a lightweight now, and I microdose. I don't smoke a lot. I take like 2 puffs and then I go to sleep. I'm not over here walking around high, bothering anybody. I'm in pain, I smoke, I go to sleep. It's not a big deal. Why? Because I've taken 4 Motrin and it's still not working, so I need something to knock me out because I am in pain. Weed brownie cookie stream when I have more weed to make into oil. I don't have a lot right now, so I'm running low, and it's really nice that I do microdose, because, yeah. I don't like the coughing. I don't either, especially because you can cough so hard you gag. Yeah. I don't take anything. I have to. Then as a hippie, nah. I mean, I like nature, but I'm not over here like, save the trees. I don't know. Cute T2 taller. No, what were you trying to say? My shoulder has been killing me lately, so I hit the vape. I don't really like the dab pens that much. The strain that I have, I don't even know what it is, but it's very floral. Very floral. It has no skunkiness to it whatsoever. It smells nice. When my older brother came, he asked if he could try some, supervised with someone who cares for him. I said, of course. And he was like, it tastes like flowers. I thought it'd be nasty. I was like, no, this is someone's homegrown stuff. It ain't processed or nothing. Just cut straight off. So, he liked it. He was like, alright, I'm just kind of tired now. I'm like, yep. He's like, is that it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, okay. Well, then I don't really need it, because I'm always tired. I was like, okay. And that was it. That was the end of it, so. Can you grow your own? I can. I could. I don't really feel like I have the best setup for that, because I'd have to get a lot of, like, growing lights and the whole shebang. But maybe next year I might. I've been considering it. Then I don't have to, like, solicit anyone for it, or, you know, yeah. No trip sitter needed. Yeah, no kidding. But it's better that way. I do feel like if you ever try things, you should always have someone you know loves you there by your side, because they'll make sure you're okay. That is important. So my little brothers, if you ever feel the need to try something, I'm not encouraging you, but if you ever feel the need, and you're of age, you know where to find me. So, yeah, trust. Yeah. I won't disclose the age because I don't want to see y'all sit and argue. What I think is appropriate. I feel like I know what it's like to grow up in a very oppressive household. And, you know, it would have been a lot nicer to be with people I trusted for those situations. And it'll probably be the same with my children. of, hey, if you feel like you have to try it, and it's not something that's genuinely horrible for you, then I will be right here by your side. I'm not gonna be here for you if you want to try meth. I will put a cap in you. I will put a cap in the person dealing it to you and making it. But you know, Mom, I want to try some weed. I'm like, alright. You gotta wait till you're this old. Then we can try a little bit. But maybe. I don't know. I'm not there yet. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But I just feel like, as a parent, it's your job to protect them. And if you know that they're going to try it, and then you can't stop them, then it's your job to be there for them. That's my logic. And no one else got me. I know my bed got my back. Yeah. When I used to go to parties with the cheer team in college, I'd always dip out early and just be like, I know where my bed is. My legs would just lead me and I'd lock that door and sleep. I never stayed long. I stayed long enough to get some free shit and go. Which is just kind of the way of the world. Always better to do it with people that will protect you. Yeah, it is. But I guess that doesn't matter too much, right? So I feel like that's more just a personal opinion. Then I had an autopilot mode. I do, dude. Do you ever just drive home from like work or the supermarket and you get home and you're like, wait, was I driving? Me. Me all the time, for real. I don't even remember driving home today. Jody, don't answer that. No, I do that sober, especially after a long day, right? Like, it's like I stare off into space right in front of me, and next thing you know, I'm home. Yeah, I drive. I once drove past my entire town. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. I'm kidding, I have a good couple of lines and I'm all good. Jody! Listen, I do not promote intoxicated driving. I think people who do that are ignorant and too willing to risk other people's lives, including their own, and I think that's selfish. That's why I think, Jody. But that implying I have a car. Get your life together. Get your paper up. Oh. Well, some people don't need them. You know, sometimes you live in a city center that you can just kind of walk by foot or take the bus. There's not a bus system in my area. I need a car. So, I'm joking. I spend a dumb amount on Uber. It's awful. Oh my gosh. Stop going out so much. Stop doing so much. Slow down. Life's not gonna pass you. You're still in it. Aren't you? He's under the influence. He is the influence. Yeah, okay, Beetle. Stop simping for Chody. 10 more times more people died during car crashes involving a DUI than from rifles in the USA. Yup. Nah, Joker. I have an addiction to buying cheap cars. No, because they always break down unless you know how to work on a car, and then you can make it work, but then it becomes a money sink. Oh, you gotta be so careful. Chody out touching the wrong grass. Oh, you think you're fine. Just woke up in EU instead of giving me morning wood. What does that even mean, Nick? Morning woods? Like I'm in the woods? Is that what you mean? Right? Please say yes. Oh my god, say psych right now, Nick. Say psych. Please say psych. Okay. I assume he means because the stream is chilling in the woods. I hope. I don't think that's what he meant. No, it's definitely what he meant. What do you mean? Should I be worried by the direction chat has taken Sena tonight? No. No. I'll make fun of him. Yeah, it's early morning Eastern Europe. Psych. I'm gonna count it as an ESL moment, and that you made that we're chilling in the wood. Don't tell me you have wood in the wood. There's no ring on my finger, sir. I have 390s Miatas and none of them fully work right now. But neat. Are they the pop-ups? Oh, I love the pop-ups. What color are they? Oh, I think the best color for a Miata is red. Or the racing green. Ooh, 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 ooh. Or that like dark red. You know the one, like the ruby red. Cute bear on my screen. Ooh. Do you like it? I made it myself. I made this for you. Isabel. I like being a VTuber because I can say things that I would never say to anybody else and know that it's cringy. And everybody cringed a little bit, but they're like, "Aw, Sena, you're so dorky." Hee hee. I cannot like be dogged for it and feel like I'm the worst person on earth for being stupid. The world's so harsh. I've seen too many Miatas for comfort around here. I love Mias. I love Mias. That's a fun car. And it's cheap insurance too. Because them old heads want them after retirement. They would go get the new ones with the convertible top because it's cheaper than a real, you know, luxury speed car, and they'll go and get them. Be cringe, be free. I'm cringe. What is it? Hold on. It's, it goes, I might be fucking crazy, but I'm free. That's the way it goes. And now we can change it. We can go, I might be cringe, but I'm free. I'm gonna have to like draw me laid out like the man sticker. Just do that as like a short sometimes. At least I'm free. Every VTuber ever. It's better to be cringe than do nothing. True, true, true. I could just be sitting here being like, oh my god, you guys, and like, oh my god, and like social justice, hoorah. But you know, I'm not doing that. I'm going, ah ha 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 ha, crazy. Crazy girl love. Love crazy girls. That sounded so hot! Oh, you guys are on one tonight. Is it Wednesday? You guys are like, it's hump day, but like, hump? Weirdos. Teach me about food and stuff. Crazy? I was crazy once. And did I kill the man with this thumb? Hey, yo! I feel like that's my favorite chat reaction. Is I say something that I might not even realize is sussy, or I say something purposely sussy and people are like, hey, yo! And it's like, I know, I said it! I know, it's okay, we're all gonna die. We all go to hell together, guys. No, 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 we don't. Heaven, heaven, heaven. Heaven only. Weird Wednesday. Weird Wednesday? Oh, I can get so squeaky. Both are crazy. Yours is just better. Thanks. I have a piece of paper from the army that says I'm sane. Is it telling the truth, Jason? Jason, is it telling the truth? I don't think it is. You're watching a VTuber. And you're a grown man. And I am a VTuber and I'm a grown woman. We're all a little, what is it? I'm a little messed up. I'm a little crazy. We're all a little crazy here. Oh, dang. Now I kinda wanna watch Joker. I know that's not from Joker, it's from Batman. And it's the Joker with Heath Ledger. But now I just want to watch Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. Because it's so good. I think if you watch VTubers, you're deaf on the spectrum. Stop, I've had this conversation so many times with like all of us. We have a touch of the tism, and the ones of you who are like, oh, I don't have autism. It's like, oh yeah? When's the last time you felt empathy? Do you even know what that is? Or do you have the female autism where all you feel is empathy? Which is me. Where I'm just like,
I just feel things so deeply. And it's like, you're just retarded. And it's like, no, I have an evolutionary advantage. You don't know. I don't have the tism. Jawoon, I'm so glad you tuned in just to say you don't have the tism. So glad. I feel like the few people who don't are in it because, like, they just liked anime and they were like, oh, well, this person is anime. I feel like the few normies, the few normal ones. Although Jawoon is far from normal. Yeah. Yeah. Remember the island, Jawoon? Because I remember the island. That wasn't exactly normal. Sena thinks I have female tism. Yeah. I am abnormal. Yes, you're glorious. My favorite tiger. Favorite tiger boy. Ooh, and he's so cute. The model is so pretty, Jawoon. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It makes me want to start all over. And who knows, I probably will, because we know me. And then I'll have to make another reference sheet. Bunch more fan art. Yeah. Thanks, you're welcome, my lovely. You are very welcome. Jawoon is a freak, I still remember the workout stream. Hey now. Jawoon, say so. What do you mean? Say so on me. It's all on you guys. You're the dirty ones. You're all the dirty ones, especially Chody. He says the most out-of-pocket things. I think he would have been bonked a long time ago if I was anyone else. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't know if normal is boring, overrated, or both, but it's definitely at least one of the two. Yeah. I don't know. Anyone I like find who's like not on the spectrum, I usually can't hold a conversation with them. Because like I'm usually end up being really overly considerate and then they just talk and talk and talk and talk. But it's never about like an interest or anything they actually care about. It's just like gossip and like boring life stuff, and I'm just like trying not to fall asleep in my chair. So yeah. Chody had a hard life. Did you, Chody? Dazzle would probably know. Dazzle talks to everybody in the community. He's nosy. He's like, what's your life story? Tell me. Tell me and I will tell you you're a gay baby. That's Dazzle. I'm just old, tired of all the nonsense in media, and fell into a peak rabbit hole, then wandered into a bear's workshop. Yeah, that's fair, Daniel. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. No, that's very fair. I feel like a lot of us are there though. Where it's just like, I'm just tired of all of this. Maybe not old, you know. I'm still young. For a little while longer, so you know, you keep yourself safe, but I'm very normal. You're almost as bad as Chody. I would say you're actually worse than Chody for Carrie, but for me, you're almost bad as Chody. You go feral for some bird, which I can't blame you. Please be nice. I am being nice. Is anyone here normal? Maybe Mumber. Well, okay, hold on, never mind. He did have his tism of the first variety that I've seen in a really long time, where he was very adamant about the moon landing, and I was on his side. I'll have you know. But I think that was the first time I was like, oh wait, maybe he does. Maybe he is like me, for real, for real. You have no idea how many messages I write then erase. His moontism, yes. I wanted to say his moon spurg out, and I was like, oh, that might be too harsh of a wording, because I don't mean to be like, oh, spurg out. Like, I don't know. We didn't go to the moon, probably. Yeah, I'm in the same camp. But sometimes I like to take it a step further and go, is the moon real? Or like, is it real in the way we think it is? Does it actually do the things that scientists have told us? Or are they just basically brainwashing us to make sure that we are sheep, ready for their slaughter? What is real? Isn't the moon made out of Parmesan cheese? Ooh, that sounds yummy. Hologram or giant space monster? I don't know. I also am definitely in the flat earth camp, so don't ask me. Like, we all live on a semi-curved earth with a dome on top. And it is not circular. So don't ask me, because my brain is goop. I just like the idea of it so much more. Oh, we're just round and gravity keeps us on the ground. That's ugly. That's boring. Been there, done that. Let me be a flat ground with like... I'd have to draw it. Literally Atherton. Atherton, the House of Rising Power. Look up the cover right now. That's what I think Earth is. Just flatter, more spread out, and a dome over top. Yeah. Gravity's a psyop. Yeah. Gravity was discovered by man, and man is not perfect, so is gravity real? No. But it makes too much sense. Maybe we've convinced ourselves it makes too much sense. But the Pythagorean theory and all these like A plus B was squared. No. You're in too deep. Wake up. Damn Newton for inventing gravity. If gravity is real, then how come I can't see it? The Earth is a sphere, a flat disk with a dome above and beneath. See? Julian gets it. Good job, Julian. See, we can all be crazy together. All of us hold hands and sing sha-la-la-la-la. I got the word cheese banned on a VTuber chat for talking about the moon being made of cheese during her Final 14 playthrough every stream. Beetle! Who's chat? Beetle! I didn't know you misbehaved. I thought Beetle was the best behaved besides Mumber. Mumber's like the model student here. He's like I'm Sena, the mama bear, the big bear, right? And then Wilson is like my first hand. And who's Wilson? He's not real, he's just the mascot. But who's right beneath Wilson? Freaking Mumberthrax. Being like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't say that. Mumberthrax is a good Janny. He even Jannies me. He'll like reach out and be like, should you be talking about that? You might want to be careful. I'm like, you're right. Old Jody days. Sheesh. Sheesh. But yeah. Thank you very much, Space Monkey. I'm very well behaved here. What do you mean? Yeah, but like, I am a part of Carrie's community, so I know how you can be. Also, you're not the most well behaved here. Yeah. There's plenty of people. If I had to go into Discord right now and start ranking people, giving people like actual roles, so many of you would be like, I don't know, if we did alphabetically, right? I'm A, Wilson's B. All of the streamer friends are C. And then like the main Jannies are also C. D is like some of you. And E is some of you. And F is the rest of you. Where I'm just like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Don't say that. Why would you say that? And I'm like, I know, because I know how the internet works, because I'm an adult, that if I was standing right in front of you, most of you would crumple. You would fumble. You'd be like, you wouldn't even be able to talk. You wouldn't be able to meet me in the eye. I'd have to like look down at you and be like, bitch, look up here. Look up. Come on. Do it. Look up. And you'd be like, woman. Yeah. That's why a lot of you are F tier. Because you're scaredy cats. Her spiritual pressure is too strong. Do you want to get saved? Do you know the Lord? Do you? Do you? Do you? You imagine if you send a bonbon for the first time, she proselytizes you. I got proselytized. I got proselytized at insert con name here by Sena Bonbon. You mean you're not 2D? The gasp? I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not even real, Chody. The worms, the worms, the worms. Was a Bleach reference? Oh no, I didn't watch Bleach. I'm sorry. Get bonbon. Get boned? Not the worms. Yeah. Get bonbon. Get bonbon. Get bonbon. Get bonboned. That sounds wrong. That's probably wrong. That's definitely wrong. Bonboned. A skeleton bonbon coming near you. Ta-da! I feel like Halloween's gonna be such a fun week, right? Because I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna do silly voices the whole time. You're gonna be like, oh, Sena, you're a skeleton. I'm gonna be like, yeah, yes, I am Sena Bonbon. And you're gonna be like, ew. I hate her for this. But you'll stick around because you're good bears. Right? You'll stick through it, right? If I do a stupid voice, right? Full Skeletor, that sounds like fun, okay. Skinabon. Yeah. Cinnabon bone. I feel like I just would do weird voices the whole time. And then I would finally get to live out my mummy fantasy. That would be like maybe my second to last or my last outfit. Or I might do clown last. Because I'm a clussy enjoyer. I know. I admitting the problem is the first step. So. What do VTubers usually do on Halloween? I actually don't know. I think they just play horror games. Which just sounds kind of boring to me. Like horror games and watch-alongs, I'm pretty sure. That seems so boring to me. Like, I mean, to each their own. But if I know how to, rig and draw my own models, you bet your bottom dollar that I am going to just make a bunch of rigs and do that instead. We should do some skits. Yeah, like I want to like write some stuff out. I mean, tonight was supposed to be mainly a skit, but like it ended up derailing because what happened with work, I was just like, ooh, okay. I kind of had like will myself to stream. I was like, I don't want to get up here and cry because I feel like I bottled a lot of that emotion when I was away from my mom. And I just let it out a little too much sometimes with you guys. I don't think that's fair. Because it almost feels manipulative, like, oh, you guys are here to have a good time, now you have to watch me cry. And you can't click away because now you feel bad. Like, when as like any other time, if you're bored, you're like, oh, okay, bye, Sena. And it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, VTubers play horror games every other stream. Yeah. I don't know. I think I might, like, just do some skits. And I might, have, like, some special guests. And I might even try to do some games. And, like, if I'm still not working another job by then, which I probably won't be since it's in 2 months, I will probably do, sorry. I keep drawing blanks. I'll probably do a lot of, like, chat interactive stuff on Discord in between streams. Like, okay, guys, it's time for a mixer, you know? Where people can just, like, kind of talk and chill or whatever. I would really like to do a Q&A thing on Discord at some point in, like, some open chat. But I'd have to think of some rules to kind of filter some stuff. Because I'd want you guys to feel open to ask me anything, but I would want the stipulation to be, like, if it makes me uncomfortable, I have every right to tell you no. And I, like, yeah, obviously you have every right, but I don't want it to be a fight. You know what I mean? So, it's gonna have to be very ironed out with my mods first. So we're all on the same page. And I can have maybe more than one there to help Janny. So, we'll see, we'll see. It's kind of hard because I know that, only 1 out of the 3 of the Discord mods is usually readily available when I need them. And then the other one is usually busy with a professional streamer, and then the other one is busy with their fam. So I don't know. Maybe I will get an additional, but I don't even feel like I need that many Jannies. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it requires, where we're at, and how many people want to participate, and what needs to be done, and go from there, I'm sure. I'm here to have a good time with Sena. If sharing your feelings and venting sometimes helps you feel better, then we'll all have a good time too. So, well, thanks. I appreciate that. Wrench the slime? Wrench the slime? No way, I'd wrench you, stupid. Taxes, you want a mod on the Sena course? See?
And Mummer knew who to win to with that one.
Is this for the fan Discord? Yeah, it would be for that. I would probably host some form of an audition. I know when we originally added 2 new people on, a couple people were a little upset, so I guess I can open it up to like some form of auditioning, but yeah. I don't want I don't want anyone to feel like I'm purposely excluding anyone, or like I'm showing favoritism, or that there's something weird going on behind the scenes. So we will play it by ear, and that's only if it warrants that, and it might not. Auditions sound like the best way to go. Yeah. Plus, I know that Beetle Saxis he has a lot on his plate already. I mean, he takes care of his parents, he Jannies for Carrie, so I don't want to like take up too much of your time, Beetle. So wait, shouldn't choosing mods be favoritism based? I don't think it should. I think it should be qualification based, because then you don't deal with people who are just like trying to get your attention. You deal with people who do their job. Like all 3 of my Jannies, they don't sit here and be like, Sena, give me attention, do it on me. So it's really nice. Mumber is honestly overqualified, and he only checks up on me to make sure I'm alive. And doesn't go, hey honey, how are you? Like, because I would be like, leave me alone, you're blocked. I'm leaving Cinecord, goodbye. Like, I cannot imagine if anyone tried to cozy up to me through it. Like, I think I would just make fun of you. Honestly, I think I would just make fun of you. I can't imagine if Mummer was just like, hey baby girl. I'd be like, goodbye, kill yourself. Oh god, sorry. But y'all know, I don't do no online relationships. That's gay. I'm not doing it. So, you know, be Janny zoned. Yeah, please don't mod me then.
I wouldn't mod you.
You're a little too obsessed with me. Why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. Oh god. Hey, Sena. Blocked! I don't know, I do pretty good. Sometimes I do have people who reach out in DMs who are just fans who like have a question, or like, hey, I drew you, here's this piece, or just like, hey, I noticed this, and yada yada. I mean, I do Janny my own stuff here and there too. Like the other day I had to delete a comment while I was live because I was just like, okay, bye. Unacceptable, blocked. Literally, you can't be silly if you're a mod. I don't know. You can be a little silly. You just, you know, you gotta be aware that you got the blue wrench. People are looking to you as an example. You know what I mean? But you can't be like too iron-fisted either, because it's like, I'm grown. I can handle a little stray comment or two. You just put a tile on along with the clown nose. Just makes me think of your picture with the bear in the suit. But he's in. Yeah. No, you can be silly Willy, just understand timing. Yeah, it's a little bit more social awareness is required. And if you can't do that, then you know, don't be a Janny. Yeah, see, I think Ox could be a good Janny if he's around. He doesn't comment crazy stuff, right? And that's just because his name popped up first. Georgie could probably be a good one. Yeah, a lot of people could make good Jannies. It's just a matter of the willingness. I'm not a needy streamer, so that's really good. I know a lot of people who are needy streamers and contact their Jannies daily and are like, I need you to talk to me, we have to have a meeting, and they'll have like full-on like business calls, and I'm like, that just sounds very involved. Yeah, where it's just like, and it's not like anything needs to be hardly Jannied. It's just more like, if I have an event planned, I'd like to have more than one hand on deck. That's it. Johnny this man. I anti-volunteer. No, I'd be a horrible Janny. I'm a good homeless person, but no Janny, oh no! I'm just a goofy little guy. I can never be the man. I'm too busy for Janny's work, to be honest. See? It's just like, you have to be the right fit. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I'm never like, let me meet my Jannies. Like, guys, you want to get up and get a couple drinks off them in your town? Like, it's no, it's like the occasional. Hey, Sena, do you need anything? No? You can. I'm very hands off. Beetle's done busy. He's busy. I consider being a Janny once, but work is too relentless for me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's too much work, but I also... I don't know for sure. I guess that's a Mumberthrax question. So if he puts it together, I don't expect you to put it together. I'll help put it together if we do need another one come October. But for now, I think we're good. But, yeah, we'll put it together, and I will discuss what he's looking for, because he kind of knows. At this point, he's done it for almost a year. Dang, remember? You should apply for, like, a management position somewhere. But, yeah. I also don't pay anybody, so... There's that. This is a volunteer position. You're not gonna get paid, you're just gonna get my many things. But ask Mumber, I'm nice. I'm nice to him. But yeah, I think we have a lot to look forward to in the next coming months. I'll be able to pump out a lot more content and a lot of pre-recorded stuff I can put out. So you guys have videos to watch for days I don't stream. It'd be great. Obviously, I'm not gonna stream every day either. I do think rest is important. I also think touching grass is important. There's gonna be times where I'm just like, I'm gonna go on a hike. Bye! Hopefully I won't have to cancel as often now, too. Yeah. Is Sena a syncholist? A what? What do you mean, Georgie? They do it for free! Oh, that's a great reason as to why I will not be a Janny. Yeah. Listen. Capitalism is great. But, just because I have enough? Just because- oh, no, I'm not a socialist. Oof. Don't say that here. Got another member milestone chat. Here you go. Nice! Hi, Adrian! Not in Sena's new cult. No. More like, I don't have money to just spread around, sorry. So, yeah. Better dead than red. Yeah. But I also am on the same belief that I don't think almost any, political planning or, like, social planning works on a large scale. And I'm gonna say it quickly, don't make me repeat it. I also don't know if it would work on a non-homogenized country. It's just too many walks of life. It's all too different. So, yeah. Not in like a crazy way, but just like in a people are different. So, a little, no way! I don't think anyone should all be equals. If I work harder than you, I should get fairly compensated. I think that's right. I'm writing my tweet longer. No! That's probably true. Yeah, I just feel like people come from so many different walks of life, so many different upbringings, so many different cultures and communities. I just don't know if everything can mix well enough to implement large, beyond large social planning. I just don't think it works. I mean, I live here. It just doesn't work. It doesn't, because you can't please everybody. And I think it's easier when everybody's from the same walk of life to please everybody, for the most part, by and large. I don't know. I looked up what Sin column is. Does not sound like Sena. Social planning only works if you are Austrian with an artistic background. No. You're right, the Fire Nation is full of different people. Equal in the eyes of God. Yep. Equal in the eyes of God. But at the end of the day, sin nature makes it hard for everyone to get along, doesn't it? So, I've never been pleased in my entire life. You know what? You need to find some contentment, Mr. Slime. Large societies function, but they are far from perfect. Yeah. They function and a lot of times very imperfectly and very impartially. Partially. Not impartially. Partially. Sorry, I used that wrong. I suppose that's why it's called the American experiment. Hello. I feel like, I don't know. I don't like the phrase melting pot because it's like, yeah, it is, and it makes it that much harder to govern because not everybody sees eye to eye. So, if you melt too many cheeses of all different flavors, it doesn't usually go well. Is the experiment over yet? Haha. No, bingo. It's just getting started. But I love fondue. Get out. Get out. More like a stew. Yeah, and they're throwing cinnamon sticks in. And salmon chunks with the skin on. Oh no! Hi, Noribushi. I was just wrapping up myself, or about to. Hello, Raiders. Welcome from the Nori band. Norihenyo! Norihenyo! Hi, Norihenyo! Hello! Drop Starburst in your stew pot? Right, yeah. Lord, I could go for some fried catfish. Ooh, yeah. Cinnamon can be a pretty good ingredient to add to the chili. It can be, but sometimes it don't make sense. I love you! Norihenyo! Hi. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be wrapping up now, because it's been a little while, and I feel like I could talk a lot longer, but it's also good that I'm not using VTube Studio because my eyes are closed in between the chat moving, and I open them, read it, and then close them again. I need to get my schedule adjusted to catch Sena, move time zones, and got all out of whack. Oh, I mean, VOD gang love, hello. Hello, this is Sena from the past. Hello, VOD gang in the future. Ah, stop with all the gifted members, oh my gosh. Thank you, Slime. Sena, when are you playing Castlevania games? Is it a good stream game, do you think? I get nervous about playing games that aren't like super good for stream because I don't want anyone to be bored. Like, I know you come for me, but like, I feel like me being a PNG on what the heck? What is this, like, dick measuring contest? Congratulations on the change. I'm proud of you and the bears. Ah! Thank you, Jody. Oh my god, what the heck? Wow, a red one.
The big red one, thank you so much.
Send a love. Oh, thank you, Nori Bushi. Thank you, Ariel. We did it. We did what? What? It wasn't a competition. Oh. Thanks for the stream. Congrats on quitting the job. And thank you. Akasupa. Oh, the Aka. I know it's called Aka, right? But ever since one of my Oshis, a Buddy, Betsy, was like, the big red one. I can't. It is the big red one. Oh, thank you for the big red. I'm never good with the reactions to this. I don't know if I will ever get good at it. I feel like I'd literally have to be in a huge corpo and be like, oh yes, this is pish posh, this is normal. Like, and even then I think I'd be like, why? You better be able to eat. My entry to the competition, it's not looking good. Bingo, no. Bully her with donos. No, don't waste your money. Use it, spend it wisely, please. I just pulled from Chodi's liquor fund. I'll count it as that. Aka means red. No, I know it does. But it's funner to bastardize it. I didn't mean to make alt to dono on. No! Imagine you just like you get in a donation war with yourself. Oh my god. I'm looking away. Oh, stop, I'm gonna cry, don't. I'm dead poor, it's not really, but here's $2. God, why would you do that? Why? I'm literally about to wrap up, you stinkies. Why is it always on the Zatsus? I just sit here and talk for like two and a half hours and you guys are like, money! And I'm like, what? Why can't you do it for funner content? So I don't have to feel like I'm like, hey, I bored you for 2 hours. Thank you for, you know, a part of your paycheck. Suffering from success! It's a special day. It is a special day. I was really excited that I could like quit a day early because then I could stream and it like feels nicer. But yeah, I like results too. Oh my god! Well, I think I made back my check. Oh my god, what the frick? Why? I'll contribute yellow for a rainbow. Don't rainbow me, no. Yeah, motherfucking damn, right? What do I even say to that? Thank you very much. I wouldn't know if I couldn't worry. Don't worry, homie. What? You deserve a lot. Green. Where the am I? You are here in Cinnabon stream, and I am bringing you chill vibes as we Zatsu in the forest. Do you see the waterfall? Isn't it magnificent? Johan, awesome. Anson, awesome. Arai. I won't attempt to butcher your last name. I apologize. What, like in a cave or something? Yeah. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? Oh my god. Why? Oh god, okay. Thank you, Ox.
Man, I want expendable income. I'm gonna auger someone one day and I'm gonna be like, it's all because of the Build-A-Bears that I can do this. Oh gosh, because it's funny. Ow!
Oh god.
Could you imagine if we did a drinking game, right? Chat, if we did a crazy drinking game, but it was all donation based, how evil would that be? I feel like that'd be a little evil. Yeah, it'd definitely be a little evil, but like, I'm playing a game or I'm like doing something actually super focused, and it's like every time you donate, no matter how big or how small, I have to take like a certain amount of like shots per like amount, right? Wait, so like if I made no alcohol poisoning, right? That'd be crazy. That might be TOS. Yeah, it probably is. Probably is. Also, it probably would be. It would definitely be like a little bit manipulative. I think it'd be like, you have to buy me a drink. I don't know. It's a funny idea, but then I say it out loud. I'm like, ooh, yeah, that just sounds like kind of using, and I don't like that. So yeah. Never mind. Modern dating experience. No, everyone loves to sit and bear. Thanks, J-Way. Nice noise? What noise? Is it the chair? My chair squeaks. Yeah, you can hear it sometimes. Bear noises. Oh, yeah. I don't even know. I feel like I'm literally so noisy and I don't even realize it until people point it out and they're like, oh, you do this. I'm like, oh. But yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I caught it before you deleted it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If you stick around a bit, you'll see a hand cam and I am pale as a ghost. I don't think I talk. Do I? I don't think so. I've had people be like, you're very white. So I don't know. Sorry, that's so funny. I can play basketball? No. I'm not actually good at basketball. I used to really like watching it, and I was a basketball cheerleader. But no. It's not your fault. Wake up. No, pink. Pale as a ghost or Kermode Bear. Yeah, this is a good southern girl. Oh, that was funny. No, it's okay. It's okay. I saw it and then I was like, wait, I didn't finish reading it. I was laughing. So I am. Your father left you when you were 9? Nah. Where are you getting this? I like your whole storytelling. I know. Okay, I'll stop engaging. Too funny though.
I know I shouldn't engage. That's the whole point, right?
But it's funny. I find it funny. His shtick is wild. It's really funny. Yeah, she's tall. I'm tall, yeah. You're actually taller than most women in America. Yeah, I'm 5'8", man. I'm tall. Disengage. Yeah, I know. I'm not good with the whole trolling thing because I've always just laughed at it. I'm bad with it. I'm really bad with it because I just think it's hilarious. And then I'm like, oh wait, I'm the streamer. I'm supposed to have the whole like, no, don't do that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get silly. I'm gonna get a little wacky. Yeah, no. That's another few charms. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of times, unless it's serious, I just laugh it off. I'll read it and then I'm like, oh crap, I should have read that. That was bad. That was actually kind of yum. Like, there used to be one community member, and like, he was great. And then every once in a while, he'd say something, and I'd be like, oh crap, I can't say that on my stream. And then I'd have to delete it. But then Mummer started deleting it, and now he's just like blocked, and I feel bad. And I'm sure he watches from time to time, and it's like, damn, I can't believe I'm blocked. But it's like, you comment things you're not supposed to on a stream, you're gonna get me in trouble. It's something I've talked about before, is that a lot of people who are like banned in like corpo chats come here, and because I'm not corpo, they like say things they wouldn't normally be allowed to say and think it's like gonna fly, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, but I can't. As much as like I might even agree with you or I think it's hilarious, like I have to have some professionalism. I'm so sorry, but not sorry. Yeah. This is the one guy that was like, hello, Sena, my blessed, beautiful berry angel. How are you? Adrian? Oh, come on. Nah, he's on the chart, man. He's still here. Not understanding hiding power level. Yeah, like, it would be those kind of like edgelords where it's like, I gotta show this girl that I'm about it. I'm like, you're silly. Imagine getting banned from Pippa's chat. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to say names, but yeah. Yeah. And it's not even just there, though. It's a lot of places. It's kind of cool when you go into your YouTube analytics. And you can kind of see where people come from. It's very cool. It's very cool. I get a lot of Amelia Watson people who will, like, be watching Amelia and then go watch me. I'm like, hey, what? So, you'd be surprised. You would be very surprised. Really? Ame people? Yeah, I love Ame. See? Ame love. There we go. True, got banned from Pippa's because I wrote down how to make used motor oil. Small tops. Yeah, see? Everybody... I feel like, though, with Pippa or someone like Pippa, the whole goal is to get banned from that kind of chat, because it's like, I can out it. You know what I mean? Like, and then it becomes almost competitive. And guys like being competitive. Ayo, Sena. Hi, Kenny. Hello. Hi, Kenny. What's the FC stand for? Kenny Fuzz. Kenny Fuzz. Don't Fed post in chat. Yeah, I got to ban Pippa. I've never been banned. I also was not a frequent chatter before I was a streamer. I don't know. Y'all scare me. But not really. I'm gonna yab. Yabba dabba doo. Speaking of Molotovs, napalm is surprisingly easy to make. It is. Yeah. A lot of things are surprisingly easy to make. That's kind of just chemistry. Yeah. Yeah, Jesse. A lot of things are easy to make. Pippa's for posting politics. Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that I get like, not annoyed, but just like, I don't care to have the conversations, especially on stream where it's just like, you guys, I'm not putting my trust in one party or one person. Like, my trust is in God. Bye. But like, actually, so it's a little bad on my end where I'm just like, yeah, no, sorry, but no. So almost all the guides of those cocktails are wrong and will injure you, by the way. A lot of them, yeah. So I feel like sometimes information is released on purpose in order to kind of catch you up in it, so then you end up hurting yourself. I mean, and that's not a far-fetched idea. I mean, how many, you know, actual agents are placed in discords, actual discords to catch people in acts or to encourage them to do things they're not supposed to do, you know? So. Oh no, he's got multiple personalities now. Yeah. I like my base god loving bear. I'm not putting.
Oh no! Ah! Oh! A moth trying to go up my nose! Oh! Oh my gosh, that... Oh, that felt awful! Holy guacamole! Ooh! I was just right here, and my microphone has a light on it, and it was just like... to be that moth. What? What? No, he's got a nose fetish. Oh, I was telling my mom, you know 5 Minute Crafts? My mom's a big Facebook woman, a very big Instagram woman. Okay, this is a good segue. I was talking to her about Cocomelon and 5 Minute Crafts and how a lot of stuff like this is very fetishist.
and it is mainly like fetish content, and that's why the views are so high and the likes are so high, but all the comments are, why is this popular? Because it's like super hands focused and super like weird touching long oblong shapes and things like that. And she's like, no way. And I'm like, go pull up a video right now. And we looked at it and she was like, I feel so gross, ew. And I was like, yeah, it's so gross, so gross. But yeah, that's something out of a cartoon. Yes, oh my gosh, right up my nose. Just over here, he was like, hey, got any bats in that cave? Do you ever do that? Oh my gosh, I used to do that all the time when I was at church. If I cried, I'd always look over at my brother and I'd like lift my nose and I'd be like, do I got any bats in the cave? Sniffer. Unlike Pippa, I don't use more than one account, so I don't post anymore. I have multiple YouTube accounts for a multitude of reasons. I had my original one from when I was like, I don't know, like 13. And then I have the one that I used professionally for a little while when I was posting content related to my degree. And then now I have Sena. But all of those were wiped clean, removed of any names, just in case I ever have a breadcrumb trail. I have also thought very hard of deactivating a lot of my social medias just for like safety's sake. So I don't know yet. Which is the one you use to stalk chat? I don't know what you mean. I stalk you as Sena, what do you mean? I hope my name pops up on your feed and you're like, wait, how did she find me? Yeah. What if I like, what if I did like a deep psyop, right? Not even a psyop, just like a deep dive on my followers and followed you as Sena on like your separate accounts and you're like, how did she know? That'd be hilarious for me, really scary for you. Sena's best. You good to be on the safe side. Too late, I'm already in your walls. Well, you didn't come out for dinner time, so that's kind of rude. You got bad decorum. I had a YouTube account since 2008, but I had to abandon it last year. Dude, do you remember old YouTube and all the skits people would do and how they were actually funny and not like weird cringe and like having to like constantly hustle for content, so they were doing all kinds of creepy shit now that they do? And then like they would stream and you used to be able to say certain things on streams and there was not really a terms of service. And oh man, the good old days. I miss PewDiePie. He has a kid now. I'm so happy for them. Took them long enough. Sheesh. He had to wait till he was like millionaire. Sena stalks me but doesn't like my posts. I stalk you and sometimes I like your posts. But I feel like if I like your post too much, it'll pop up on other people's feeds, and then they'll be like, Sena's really watching Mumber's Rex a lot lately. You know what I mean? I don't want to put a target on your back. You know what I mean? These guys, Mumber, they go feral for me. No. I'm a bit of a fair item. I'm a bit of a big item. I'm, you know, yeah. Oh god. Could you imagine? Oh, so cringe. Fair point, yeah. Miss old YouTube, for sure. She stalks her mom. I stalk a lot of people. Sometimes I'll go through who liked my post and I'll just like literally go through their entire profile. I'm a woman on the internet. That is my God-given right as a woman on the internet. Okay, that's what we do. We do. Anyone who tells you they don't is lying. But that's what we do. No feral Sena. So it's kind of a big deal. If you stalk me, prove it. What color is my underwear? Do you post your underwear every day? Are you one of those? Sounds boring. Not really. I like doing deep dives on people sometimes because then I get to find out their interests. You know, I get to content farm you. No, I'm kidding. No, it's just kind of cool to see what kinds of people enter the community. Because you guys are all so different. It's like the common thread. Finding what the common thread is. It's also fun to find out like some people aren't from like FaZe affiliated talents at all. That's always fun because it's like, what? How do you know who I am? How do you know? Who told you? So Yeah. Autism is the common thread. Holy guacamole. Okay. Anime woman and guns plus autism. Guns good. Do I have the good guntism? No, I do not. I have the woman guntism where I go, this looks nice. My brother says look good on. I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna shoot it. And then I'm gonna clean it. And then I'm gonna put it away. And then I'm gonna hunt with it. And I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna clean it and I'm gonna put it away. But I'm like, yeah, that one's actually a little different because it's calibrated different. And then that one has like a different bump stock. So it's actually technically this. No, I can't do that. My older brother can. He's got some bad guntism. Where it's like, if I say something wrong, he's like, actually, it's this, Sena. And I'm like, You might punch a hole through your throat. Okay, how about that? Actually. Everyone has autism. I've never been autistic in my life. I'm a schizo, thank you very much. Oh boy. We're so different, yet sure the same brain cells, yeah. It's like Anon, schizophrenia isn't real. The gov is just out to get you. It's out to get you right now. Look over your shoulder. Who's there? Gun goes yeah. Me tonight. Why Sena call me Tistic? Meanwhile, organizing my collection of broken electronics. He's just sitting there on his floor in the dim light, going through broken electronics, and I'm just there on a screen. Although I found out some of you guys watch me with speakers on? What crack y'all smoking? I can only imagine that you put me on and you're there in like the family room and you have families or you have like siblings, they come in and they're like, her again? Really? She's so like annoying. What are you doing? Wait, really? Damn, I should have known that. Literally? Really? The light is bright. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I'm doing it right now. I'm judging you. Headphones only. Watching tubas with speakers on is so risky. Yeah. It's every once in a while risky for me even, right? But Bear Woman is cute. I guess sometimes you need to hear someone disappointed in you from the next room. Stop, why is it so funny, Craig? No! I get guntism when I hear someone call a magazine a clip. Yeah, I just gotta put the clip in. So does my brother. He also is like very into the aesthetics. He's like, look at this clear one. It looks like those old 90s consoles. And I'm like, yeah, it's really great, Bear Bro. Hate headphones. I don't know, I when I'm alone, I'll put them on the TV, but for the most part, you're on my phone and in my headphones. Also, like, donos are easier that way, so that's why. Because I like donating people, but sometimes I enter a stream and I get filtered so hard and it's someone I really like and I'm like, why are you doing this right now? But you know I probably do that to a lot of people too. Now I know what it's like on the other side, where I'm like, I enjoy this. Why is everybody leaving? Why are you leaving? I'm enjoying this. Why aren't you enjoying this? Yeah. Clip this. Unzip. That sounds so painful. I want to dono sometimes, but I can't afford it. You know what? I think just being in the community is good enough, you know? And if you want to give, then let it be because you want to and you can. Not because, you know, you feel like you're obligated to. You know? I'm not ever gonna be on here just like, just $5 a day, chat, and you can feed a Sena near you. Just $5 a day. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Although, if you ever want an inside view on where the real money's at, you let me know. I can do it. Oh my god. Why? Oh my god. You guys don't have $5? Yeah. Oh god. Hey, cute Tony. Oh boy. Cave bears near you are ready and waiting. Yeah. And then you sing, in the arms of an angel, fly away from here. And you're like, there's like a sad Sena looking up at the camera, and she got one big tear. She's like, if only you could have spared $5, and falls over and dies. Oh my god! Oh gosh. One of you, if you're willing, I might even go on it all myself to start it the next time I stream, to be like, don't feed a Sena near me. Because I think people who aren't here tonight are gonna be like, what? What does that mean? No, Sena gotta eat. Oh no. Oh gosh. I'll tell you what. This is your job now, Sena. It is. But don't put yourself out, you know? I would say, just being a member is enough to me. Being a subscriber, chatting is enough too. I like interacting with you guys, and the more you guys chat, the more I'm like, okay, cool, like, there's a nice balance off. Otherwise, I just, you know, rabbit hole. Like, I can still talk by myself, you guys know that, but it is much funner to interact with you guys. So, I like you, nerd. I like you. I like this whole chat. I like this chat. I have a good chat. I have a really good chat. I'm very blessed. Sena got plenty to eat. She's a forager, real. But I do need to buy a deep freezer soon. This hunting season be upon me, and very soon, so I'll get that. I probably don't need it right away. I'm gonna wait until it cools down just a tad more, so I'm not making it work harder than it needs to. Ah, you're just saying that. No way. I think I have one of the best chats. One of the very best chats. Is the water shallow in the background? Time for me to dive in head first. Deeper freeze. Oh my gosh! Stop! Oh! I guess since you guys donated so many members, I think I have a new emote slot if I remember correctly. There might be a new one. I'll check after stream. If there is, I kind of want to draw a new one and not just pick from the few we have left over. Is there something you prefer? At some point, I have to get an S, E, and A so we can have Cinnabon, but that's gonna be a while. The more slots you have open, the more you have to get like a huge amount of members to unlock stuff. So 69 current viewers. Nice. Oh, hold on. 69 watching. Nice. Yippee! We're pretty chill. Yeah. Sena merch should be meat, like jerky or venison. Dude, that'd be so cool. Oh my god, could you imagine? Dude, it's, for the most part, like, I may or may not. I've been teetering so long because I just don't know. There might be 69 viewers, 6.99k subs. Nice. There might be a donathon at the 1 year mark, maybe a little past that, which would be what, November, mid-November. I just don't know how I'll do it because I don't want to stream for like ever to do it, and I think that's like par for the course usually for those. But I do want to have really good rewards, and I'd love to do like mailed out stuff, and I do have a connection that could do that for me in a way that would not give away my address on like a professional connection, so that might work. But I want to do like handmade goods, but I just like I wish I could just send some of you guys food or it could just be like, I made cookies, here you go. But jerky could work if I made jerky from like Vincent, but I would worry because it would have to be seen as a gift and you'd have to just like take it as is and not be like, she tried to poison me. So I'd be a little worried. Sweet, I'll take a loan for the donathon. No, please don't go crazy. Maybe a collab as part of the dono. Who would you want to see? another thing. I think I want to, like, now that I've collabed with so many different people and I have a couple set up for next week, I'd like to start asking you guys if there's people you think I should be reaching out to or not. People who are just like, I think you guys will vibe well. You'd be surprised how many people I talk to behind the scenes. So, Lisa, I'd be really scared to reach out to her. I was actually a really big fan of hers before I ever even became a streamer. So, I'd be terrified. It'd be really cool. What about Sleepy? I've collabed with Sleepy. I'd love to collab with her again. I love collabing with her. Sometimes our schedules don't match up, but she's a very humble and compassionate young lady. I really like her. And I'm friends with some of her friends, and they are also very nice people. Yeah, I really, really love Sleepy. She's a good woman. A good, godly woman. I like Sleepy. Lisa, music review? Do you like metal? I do! Yeah. But I'd definitely be scared to reach out to Lisa. I think she's one of the few I'd be like terrified to reach out to or bother. I'd be like, hey, do you want to collab? And she'd be like, who are you? And I'd be like, I rigged that one chisel creature. And she'd be like, oh, no. And I'd be like, oh, okay, sorry. It's like the worst she could do is say no. And it's like, yeah, but I'd be so deflated. Gotta make cookies, have fun with this to the stream. I'll be lurking. Oh, okay. That's good. I make some good cookies with flavor. Ooh. I'm almost done with my water and then I can be done with my stream. I think that's where I'm at. The worst she can do is ban you? Could you imagine? I message her separately, privately, of like, hey, I know this is the Shot in the Dark. My name's Sena. I'd love to do a collab with you sometime. I'm not sure if you know me. I do collabs with a lot of people, yada yada, blah blah blah, right? And she just responds back, who? And then unfollows and blocks me. Could you imagine? I would die. I'd literally have to even talk about it. Be like, so guys, remember when you told me to talk to Lisa? She blocked me. Don't be mad. I do not blame her. I would have blocked me too. Nah, she's very nice. I have heard that she's very nice, but I'd definitely be a little concerned about bothering her. Amin said she wanted to do a flavor collab. Yeah. I mean, if they put one together, I'm still in a Discord with them. And if everything lines up, yeah, that's fine. I definitely have no issue with any of them. You guys saw that Miana's debuting her model soon. Hopefully you guys can go to that. So, it's a very cute model. Still pushing me to do better. It's like, man, I gotta get something out again. Gotta push myself. So, I feel like every Kapipi has to choose between Sleepy or Lisa. I try to watch Lisa, but Evie takes up more of my time. I think nowadays, yeah. It's funny, right? Because I was a fan of Sleepy and Lisa before I even knew of Pippa. I really like Sleepy. I feel like Sleepy was one of the only reasons I ever watched people on Twitch. So, she's very comfy. Do karaoke with Ken. I think that'd be cute. Oh my god, could you imagine? Oh, I don't know if I could convince him, but I would like to try. He's such a nice man, and his wife is lovely. They're such an excellent couple. I know, like, internet is internet, right? They are just lovely people. Just lovely people. He is shy, but he's very kind. He's very kind, and I liked him before I even liked VTubers. I love his music. I love his music. And oh my gosh, I was giddy talking to him for the first time, and then his wife too. I was like, oh my god, I have been a fan for so long. Ken Ashcorp, yeah. He is just so very nice. Just do it, make your dreams come true. Just do it, yeah. That was that one for sure. When I reached out, I was like, this is a shot in the dark. He's probably gonna say no. And he was like, heck yeah. I was like, what? Are you? What? Really? He's a very nice man.
His wife is very, very, very sweet, and they're both extraordinarily talented people. Yeah. I'm very big fans of the both of them. Yeah, they're great. Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting to see Absolute Territory trend again. It's a good song! It's not my favorite song. It's a good song though. Bergs is my favorite. Bergs and oh gosh, what's the name of that one? Like The Hunter or something like that. Oh, it's so good. It's got like heavy guitar in it. Although maybe not that heavy. I might remember it wrong. I remember seeing an old collab with Ken and Seth years ago, and I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I am of the understanding that they are at least friends, if not good friends. And it didn't help that there was like a Seth in the chat the night we did our live, and I was like sweating. I was like, if you're the real one, what did I say? I was like, if you're the real one, please make more content. And then I fall asleep to his stuff. And my brother was like, how do you fall asleep to his stuff? His stuff's like 10 minutes long. I'm like, yeah, because I could fall asleep within like 7 minutes. What do you mean? My favorite touch fluffy tail. Of course it is. Yeah. I mean, the Pippa song is a banger. It is. I'd love to do a cover, but I feel like I'm almost too attached to her that I'd just be afraid of it being approved. I know that I've finally cemented myself enough that people don't go, she's just a grift. But like, I still tread very carefully of trying to keep it respectful. So, do it. That's the other thing, is there's going to be a lot more covers. Some of them will be short formatted, and then some of them might be full on. I think I'm going to go for it on singing the English version of Aishite, because I think I can do it. So, and maybe some city pop. Yeah, but I have to draw everything first, so that's part of it. Speaking of, I have to draw something for Carrie. Okay, I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. Yeah, and finish Magnus's. Yes, and then we will reopen commissions. Oh, it was weird because I said people could commission me for anything, and then I had just 2 rules, and then people gave me like the most say-so stuff, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, man, I really do have the best audience, because you're not making me draw ungodly sins. But I also feel like a lot of you guys are guys, and that's scary to ask a girl to draw something inappropriate. So then you're like, I'm not gonna do it. she'll lose respect for me. So they knew better. Why? I'm very respectful in my emails. I take it very seriously. You want a drawing, I do the drawing, I give you it, you give me the money, there you go. We're 2 gentlemen tea. Literally me with the book. Your stuff was all appropriate. What do you mean? Aren't women the best lewd artists? I mean, we have the built-in anatomy lesson. In that case, I have nothing to lose. Oh god! Wonder Bread. Yes, till next stream when you roast them. True, I mean, you are signing up to be roasted. Maybe not by name, but I will bring up the project and be like, one guy had me draw this. Weirdo! And I made him pay me this to pay off for the sin. Sins get extra cost. Yeah, because I didn't want to ask for any sussy emotes. Well, you have to remember those at TOS, right? Or is emotes not heavily looked into? I don't know, because you stream mainly on Twitch, right? Badge of honor. Chody sent me $500 and I just said feet. And then I sent him back a bear paw. Imagine the syntax. They wouldn't have been that bad. Yeah, I don't think they would. I feel like people say, oh, that's lewd, and then I go, oh, that's tame. As much as, like, I'm a Puritan in, like, my own bodily choices for myself, I can also recognize that, like, art is art.
I mean, I had to draw live nude models when I was in college because it was part of my art courses. So it's like, I've seen the human anatomy in a lot of really constricted and gross ways. So it's like, art is art, it's whatever. A paycheck's a paycheck. I ain't doing anything too nefarious. I'm not selling my body, I'm not doing drugs, like, I'm just drawing pictures, like, okay. You know? Were they hot? No, it was old people. Very old people. Old and gray and saggy, baggy bodies and... just so bad. $20 is $20. Yeah. I am the art. Oh god. Gilfs and Dilfs. I wish it would have been better. I never had to draw any male models. I don't know how I skipped out so easily, but my roommate who had the same course but at a different time in a different block, she had to draw a guy, and it was a really old guy, and apparently he would like climb up on the stool and his parts would be like eye level. And the teacher would be like, don't be afraid, get up close. And so like, I can't imagine it. It's so scary to think about. I think I would just die. I will look up 3D anatomy before I want to sit in a room with an old man's junk in my face. That is terrifying. So, warning, old men. Warning, old bodies. Draw me like one of your VTubers. But yeah. But I think I'm gonna wrap up. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna wrap up. Wow. That's so weird. It's a lot of color. Thank you again to the donos, and thank you for everybody who came in and stopped by and spent some time with me and celebrated my final day, yatta. Maybe I sing a song? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then I can put in a different okay, it's not gonna be Carrie's song tonight because I have a new song to share with y'all. It might play hers for like half a sec, so you know, cry about it. Let me find a song. A song to sing with my heart. I think I'm so funny. I always think I'm so funny. I am the funniest bear you'll ever know. I'm also probably the only bear you'll ever know. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I want to sing from this playlist or not. Let me think. Let's do this one. We're gonna do something from the early 2000s playlist instead. What do you think? Only bear I know? I barely knew her. I know that other bear from Twitch. I actually know a lot of bears, and the more I lean into being a bear VTuber, the more I get to know, and the more happy I am, because there's not any real cinnamon roll VTubers. But I do want to kind of like lean into that again, because I feel like I am maybe doing a disservice potentially, so okay. We're gonna sing this one. Yeah. You ready? Should I bring out my model for it? What do you think? You need to see me move, or is PNG fine enough? I think it's fine enough, right? Oh baby, baby. Oh baby, baby. Oh baby, baby. How was I supposed to know that something wasn't right? Oh baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're out of sight. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now, because my loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me baby one more time. Oh baby, baby, the reason I breathe is you. Boy, you got me blinded. Oh baby, baby, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. That's not the way I planned it. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me baby one more time. Oh baby, baby, ah. Oh baby, baby, hey, 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 yeah. Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Oh pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now, don't you know? I still believe that you will be here and give me a sign. Hit me baby one more time. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me baby one more time. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me baby one more time. Yeah. Okay, that was the song. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming. I forgot what I was doing. I gotta put the new song in. You can hear it. Okay. Alright, cool. Bye.